Welcome back, focused learners, to today's explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to guide you through this, because today we're unpacking a short but profoundly impactful manifesto on how our external reality is meticulously shaped by our internal architecture. We spend so much time trying to fix everything around us, right? But the text we're examining today, it flips that script entirely. It suggests the true blueprint for transforming your life isn't found in your environment. It's actually inside your own mind. It's kind of like trying to upgrade your computer by wiping the monitor. The real change? It has to happen in the software. So it's this fascinating concept about internal evolution, and we're going to break the whole shebang down, piece by piece.
Things change as we change. Let that sit with you for just a second. It's a ridiculously simple sentence, yet it carries the weight of a fundamental truth. The source material begins right here, establishing the ultimate philosophical premise. Your external world is a direct reflection of your internal state. You literally can't expect the things around you to shift, or improve, or suddenly align with your goals if you're remaining completely stagnant. The environment responds to the observer. So if you want different results, the catalyst isn't out there. The catalyst is you.
Section 1. The catalyst of change. Okay, let's dive into this and figure out where exactly that spark ignites.
So we've established that change starts from within. But what's the very first domino that needs to fall in our internal architecture? Well, I want you to use a sort of mental mirror right now. Ask yourself, how do you honestly view yourself today? Like, what is your genuine opinion of who you are? The source text is highly specific here. It defines this internal evolution as the precise moment when things start to change for the better in life. And that happens only when our opinion of ourselves changes for the better. That's the foundational building block right there. If your opinion of yourself is low, your external reality is going to mirror that limitation. But the second you elevate your self-image, the moment you decide you're capable, worthy, and prepared for more, the architecture of your entire life structurally shifts. It's a real game changer.
Which brings us to Section 2, Rewriting Your Inner Story.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're talking about. Once we understand our self-opinion is the foundation, how do we actually elevate it? Well, we have to realize we're the active authors holding the pen. We face a choice every single day, right? Do we stay trapped in a self-limiting belief system? That critical, negative voice that keeps us stuck? Or do we engage in a meaningful and empowering inner conversation? The source text explicitly states we see things differently when our inner dialogue changes. It's a literal contrast between staying confined in a mental prison of your own making versus opening up an entirely new conversation with yourself that's rooted in potential and strength.
When we finally make that shift, the tangible benefits are immediate. The text insists we literally start to see things differently. And because our vision is clear, we unlock more possibilities that just start happening in our lives. They were always there, by the way. We just couldn't see them through the lens of a poor self-opinion. To maintain this, our internal storytelling must be directed towards growth and improvement. So next time you spill coffee on your shirt, maybe the story isn't, ugh, I'm a total disaster, but actually, hey, I am rapidly improving my stain removal skills. See the difference? Every time you tell yourself a story about an event in your life, you absolutely must intentionally frame it around how you're growing.
Section 3. Confronting your beliefs. And this is where things get a bit tough.
Everything we've talked about so far sounds fantastic in theory, doesn't it? Empower yourself, change your story, see possibilities. But the author doesn't shy away from the sheer friction of doing this. It takes courage. It is deeply, deeply uncomfortable to look inward and admit that the things holding you back aren't external obstacles, but the very beliefs you've held on to for safety. Questioning the beliefs that are actively stopping you from reaching greatness, it's terrifying. It requires profound courage to stand up to your own mind and say, I am no longer going to accept this limitation.
Let's move to and see how this builds into a clear, actionable blueprint. Step 1. It all starts when we change the opinion of ourselves for the better. Step 2. We actively direct the storytelling inside our head toward growth and improvement. Step 3. We summon the courage to question and be critical of our limiting beliefs. And finally, Step 4. By clearing those internal hurdles, we unlock the path to reach greatness. It's this step-by-step architectural progression for evolving from the inside out.
Now, Section 4, Breaking Self-Limiting Walls. This is where it all comes together.
We have the blueprint. We've summoned the courage. But the final act of this internal evolution requires sheer force of will. So the crucial point is, the text declares that it takes immense strength to break those self-limiting walls we've built over years. Really think about that phrase, built over years. These walls in your mind, your doubts, your fears, your poor self-opinions, they weren't built overnight. No way! They are fortresses constructed layer by layer, year after year. Tearing them down isn't some casual exercise. It demands immense, sustained strength. But the victory? Oh, the victory of finally shattering those walls and reaching the greatness on the other side, that is the absolute ultimate reward of internal evolution.
So, I leave you with this final thought. What self-limiting wall will you break today?